Nothing is more attractive than loyalty. Not beauty, not status, not words that sound sweet but disappear in silence. Loyalty, the kind that stays when everything else leaves. The kind that doesn't flinch when things get hard, when moods change, when life gets heavy. Because anyone can love you when it's easy. Anyone can smile when the sun is out, when you're winning, when you're shining. But loyalty, that shows up in the storm. It stands beside you when you have nothing to offer. No energy, no light, no version of yourself that feels worth loving. And still, it stays. That's rare. In a world full of temporary people, loyalty is permanent energy. People will promise forever with fingers crossed behind their backs. They will say, "I'm here," but disappear when it matters most. They will love the idea of you, but not the reality of you. Not your bad days, not your silence, not your scars. Loyalty doesn't run from that. It walks into your darkness and sits with you there. No noise, no judgment, no conditions. Just presence, just truth. And that kind of presence is louder than any words, because loyalty is not spoken. It's proven. It's in the small things, the quiet things, checking on you without being asked, standing up for you when you're not in the room, protecting your name when others try to break it, holding your secrets like they matter, because they do. Loyalty doesn't switch sides when it's convenient. It doesn't fade when something better comes along. It doesn't trade people like options. It chooses, and then it stays with that choice, even when tested. And it will be tested by distance, by misunderstandings, by time, by temptation. That's where most people fold. That's where masks fall off. That's where true colors rise. Because loyalty is easy to say, but heavy to carry. It demands patience, sacrifice, consistency. It asks you to stay when leaving would be easier, to understand when judging would feel right, to forgive when your ego wants revenge. That's strength, real strength, not loud, not flashy, quiet, steady, unshakable. And when you find someone like that, don't take it lightly. Don't play games with it. Don't test it for fun. Because loyalty is not something you can replace. It's not something you can buy. It's built over time, through moments, through pain, through truth. And once it's broken, it doesn't come back the same. It might return in form, but never in depth, never in innocence. That's why loyalty is so powerful. Because it carries trust inside it. And trust is fragile. Drop it once, and it cracks. Drop it twice, and it shatters. And no apology can fully restore what carelessness destroyed. So if you have loyalty in your life, protect it, value it, reciprocate it. Don't just receive it, match it. Because nothing is more attractive than someone who stays real in a world full of fake exits. Someone who doesn't change when circumstances do. Someone who doesn't leave when things stop benefiting them. Someone who looks at you in your worst state and still says, "I'm here." That's rare. That's powerful. That's everything. Because loyalty is not about perfection. It's about commitment. It's about choosing someone over and over again, even on the days they're hard to understand, even on the days you don't feel appreciated, even on the days you question everything, and still you stay, not because you have to, but because you mean it, because your word matters, because your presence is not temporary. because your loyalty is not for sale. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you unforgettable. In the end, people may forget what you said. They may forget what you did. But they will never forget who stayed. Who stood beside them when the world turned away. Who didn't run when things got dark. Who didn't switch when it got uncomfortable. That's what leaves a mark. That's what builds something real. So be that person. Not loud, not fake, not temporary. Be loyal, in silence, in action, in truth. Because nothing is more attractive than a soul that doesn't walk away.